Willie D Live.
What's up, family? So check this out. Kansas revokes driver's licenses from trans residents in latest assault on rights. Let me enlarge this a bit so y'all could read along. Transgender Kansas residents have begun receiving letters from the state's Department of Motor Vehicles notifying them that their driver's license will be invalid beginning Thursday, as a new law goes into effect that demands that forms of identification must now reflect the credential holder's sex at birth. The bill, known as SB244, also bans transgender people from using bathrooms in public buildings that match their gender identity and creates a sort of bounty hunter system in which citizens can sue transgender people they encounter in restrooms for $1,000 in damages. The state law was rushed through the state legislature using an expedited procedure known as gut and go. This means the text of one bill can be taken out and substituted for entirely new language or provisions, bypassing standard committee vetting and speeding through the voting process, which is legal in Kansas. So what does all of this mean, fam? Like, I just can't help when I hear stuff like this that some billionaire is sitting back getting paid and laughing his butt off because we're over here arguing about transgender rights. Now, I got to call a strike and a ball, fam. I'm not with transgender people going using these bathrooms. You know, I say if you're going to be transgender, you still got to use the bathroom that is of the sex that you was assigned to at birth. Yeah. I'm not with men, going into women's restrooms. And I'm not with women going into men's restrooms. I know some of y'all don't care. Some of y'all freaky like that, but I don't need no chick, some chick that's trying to look like a man, checking my junk out, And I don't even, ain't no man gonna be checking me out either, because I don't even use those urinals, fam. I don't even use urinals because most of them, well, not most, but I'll say many of them don't even have dividers. So I'd rather use a stall because you got too many dudes out here that be, they be, oh, this is nice decor. You know what I mean? Like, there's too much of that going on. But anyway, fam, what do y'all think about this? Good law or not? Give me a thumbs up if you think that's a good law. Thumbs down and say, man, they're going too far, man. They're doing too much. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. They're going too much. They're doing too much. They're doing way too much, fam. They're doing everything but giving American people what they need to actually live a more quality life. They got their mind on everything but those Epstein files and punishing those pedophiles that abuse those babies. They're doing everything but trying to put their brains together and critically come up with ideas to bring down the cost of living, to bring down the cost of gas and eggs and milk and honey, produce. They're doing everything they can to get our minds off of the fact that corporations out here buying up homes and putting them on the market for lease. Trump said that he's out here campaigning for Americans to buy homes and to keep their homes, right? Why is it that on his watch, you have corporations buying up thousands of homes, tens of thousands of homes all over the country, and they're trying to make Americans renters, not homeowners, on his watch? But at the same time, he tell us he's trying to make sure Americans are able to keep their homes. And you got people that fall for that shit. They're like, man, this is why you can't be getting caught up in what a person say. You got to watch what they do. You got to watch a person's actions. How is this even remotely legal? You're going to take away a trans person's right to drive a car because they're trans? How does taking a trans person's license away from them improve the road conditions or driving conditions? If a person is trans, that means that they're more prone to accidents, like driving, like car crashes, or how does this go? How does that work? Next thing you know, they'll be trying to raise the cost of insurance for trans people, right? Next thing you know, you got to pay extra for a hamburger. Now, I know this sounds preposterous, fam, but you can't put nothing past this administration and what's going on in this country, because we've seen worse. You can't put nothing past anybody. Yeah, you can't put nothing past them. I'm still trying to figure out how does, taking a trans person's ID work when, in Kansas, man, you can have 3, 4, 5 DUIs and still be allowed to drive. So they're not even revoking the driver's license of drunk drivers who are so-called straight, but they're taking away the license of a person who is trans, who decides that, I want to live this life, and this is life. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, fam. Let me tell you something. People who are trans, they're already dealing with a lot. They're already in a country where they're dealing with people who will attack them and kill them because of their lifestyle, their alternative lifestyle, their unaccepted lifestyle. You got people that would kill them. They're struggling with their identity. You got people judging, prejudging, and people have these ideas of who they are and that have never met them. So you got trans people that you can look at and say, well, this guy wants to be a girl, he's weird. This girl wants to be a guy, she's weird. Okay? And that's about the most that you got on them. But you want to take away their civil rights. You want to take away their civil liberties, right? But then you got this guy who has 34 felonies. He hangs out with pedophiles, and he's been accused already of essaying dozens of women, being seen in photos in compromising positions with little girls, little babies, underage minors, right? Minors. He's been accused of all kinds of crimes. He illegally started a war. He illegally bombed. He committed war crimes, bombing people in international waters. He's a divider. He's very divisive. This guy, on a daily basis, does everything he can to divide this country. I get that he's a Republican, and I get that the Democrats are on his head. But as the president, you're not supposed to be the president for one side. Even if the other side did not vote for you, your job as the president is to unify and try to bring those people who didn't vote for you to the other side and show them why you should have deserved their vote. And look, I didn't get your vote this time, but I'm working on getting your vote next time. See, that's what a true leader would do, but not him. He get up there in the State of the Union and the radical Democrats, the radical left, the Democrats are horrible people. The Democrats are half of America, more than half of America. So you pretty much saying half of your country are horrible people. You calling half of your country lunatics. But we're supposed to look at you like you're some real leader, like you're a bona fide leader. Nah, man, that ain't how it goes. This is why this dude is he's one of the worst leaders ever. He's easily the worst leader that America has ever had, but he's one of the worst leaders of all time because he just simply don't even know how to lead. He don't even know how to properly articulate himself and how to follow proper decorum. He don't even know how to do that. Like he can't do it. He's totally unqualified. And he is one of the worst things, one of the worst people that America has ever produced. He's not just one of the worst presidents. He's one of the worst human beings. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.